Hi, this is Tim from Moriel TV and Moriel Radio here with James Jacob Prasch live via Skype. Jacob, one of the believers had the question based on Leviticus 10 verses 1 and 2, killed by fire from God for offering unauthorized fire before the Lord. Now, Jacob, I'm reading in the Old Testament, and I know we're under grace, but how come the Lord doesn't send fire on people, false teachers who are doing unauthorized fire like Bill Johnson and Benny Hinn?
Well, again, it's the difference between the two covenant eras. They burn strange fire, alien worship. Jesus said the Father wants to be worshipped in spirit and in truth. If the worship is not doctrinally correct, God does not accept the worship, which is what you see today. Charismatic Catholics praying in tongues to Mary, pneumocentric worship. God does not accept it. There are many people burning strange fire, and as you rightly point out, Bill Johnson is one of them. Hillsong is another. This absolutely diabolical spectacle of Jesus in female drag as Lady Liberty, singing New York, New York to him, and the naked cowboy and things like this, and calling this worship or whatever. This is sick and perverted. You're absolutely right. It is strange fire. Why does God not do it? Remember when the apostles wanted to call down fire and brimstone in the Old Testament sense on those who rejected them? Jesus just said, shake the dust from your feet. That is normally not the way that God works in the present New Testament dispensation. Once the rapture and resurrection take place, once the Holy Spirit is taken from the world, followed by the rapture and resurrection, the wrath of God, the day of the Lord, will come into play. God will revert to behaving this way and reacting this way when the time comes. It's being stored up and pent up. Right now is still the era of grace, an era that's coming to an end. We don't behave that way in the New Testament because God does not behave that way in the era of grace. But his wrath is soon to be unchained following the rapture. Thank you so much for your question. My name is Jacob Prasch. God bless. Blessings, dear friends. Greetings in Jesus. This is your friend Jacob Prasch speaking to you at the moment from the UK. You know, so many of the questions we get in our Roku broadcast and our Vimeo clips and on YouTube deal with subjects that we deal with much more extensively in our books. We can't, for the sake of brevity, go into the kind of depth in a TV broadcast we can actually go into in a book. But so many of the questions come from material that are expounded in the books on a much more broader scale that it's almost frustrating sometimes that we can't spend hours and hours answering the questions that are given to us. Obviously, practicality dictates that's not a possibility. The books are there. They're available. They're available in print through the Moriel catalog on the Moriel website, moriel.org. But in this day of Kindle and electronic books, they're also available through Amazon, and they're available through Kindle. The three books that would be the most referred to in the questions we receive are the three latest books. First being The Dilemma of Laodicea. The Dilemma of Laodicea. It's an exposition of the seven churches in Revelation, culminating with the final two churches, Philadelphia and Laodicea particularly, setting the stage for the return of Jesus. The Dilemma of Laodicea would be the first. The second would be Shadows of the Beast. Shadows of the Beast. How the coming Antichrist, how his identity will be revealed to the faithful church. The rapture will not happen. Will not happen, absolutely not happen, until the faithful church knows who the ultimate beast of Revelation is. That is the Antichrist and also the false prophet. How the identity of the coming Antichrist will be revealed to the faithful church. Shadows of the Beast, the second book. And the final and latest one, harpazo. What the scripture actually teaches about the rapture, the snatching away which takes place between the 6th and 7th seals in the book of Revelation. So these 3 books, the Gem of Laodicea, Shadows of the Beast, and harpazo, all available on the Moriel catalog, all available through Amazon, and all easily available electronically by Kindle. Thank you so much, dear friends. God bless. May Jesus be with you.